Welcome to a super sensational round of VFNL netball. All thanks to our friends at McDonald's. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by Grace Bibby. We had an incredible round of netball on the weekend.
Yeah, it certainly was. Some nice close games for a change, which was good.
Yeah, simply sensational. One of the big talking points of the weekend was the big game between Bacchus Marsh and Lake Windaree. A nice, good, close contest where the Marsh got up.
Yeah, we were expecting a nice close game and we thought it could have gone either way, and it was good to see that Bacchus Marsh took the points. It obviously brings them now up into that group. It's a bit of a gridlock now at the top of the ladder. We've got Bacchus Marsh, East Point, North Ballarat and Lake Windaree all on 28 points. So anyone's that top four position at the minute, and it's good for Bacchus Marsh to win that game and secure a spot.
Yeah, that spot in the top two is looking very cheeky as well. Very good opportunity there for any of these teams to fight up there against the Sunbury Lions. And it was the Sunbury Lions that had a magnificent outing against East Point in the game of the round. I know you had a chance to get down there and see that result where the Lions won them by a goal.
Yeah, it was a great game of netball. I was fortunate enough to be there, as you said, and East Point were actually leading through different stages of the match, and Sunbury showed their class to get back when they needed to. But a credit to both teams. The game was absolutely amazing to watch. There was young guns. Yeendy Burke in the centre for East Point did an amazing job, and mixed in with the experience of Loz Atkinson and Emma Farrell in goals as well. So it was a really good performance by East. They'll certainly be very happy with it. But for Sunbury, Amanda Cusack was unstoppable in goal shooter.
It's quite amazing that we've seen the last two premiers go head-to-head in that contest, and they delivered a game that, geez, if we saw again at the business end of the year, I don't think anyone would go home disappointed. No,
we certainly wouldn't. It was grand final quality from the first quarter. So it was excellent. Ebbed and flowed, which is always nice. Yeah, really good.
And certainly shows that the Lions are definitely beatable as well.
Yeah, they are beatable, but like we keep saying, they just do everything right on the day, and they have so much depth across the court. So Adam's really lucky, and by saying he's lucky, he's done a really good job. So congratulations to Adam on another big win.
City had a big win over Darley, an important win for them. I think they're sort of flying under the radar a little bit as well, City, at this time of year. They've been doing all the right things and had some good wins, but they're probably not looked at in the respect of maybe East Points and Sunbury's and some of the other teams coming through.
Yeah, I think we do kind of forget about North Ballarat City, and we shouldn't, because they do a great job and they win 90% of the games that they play in.
They'd be happy though, to fly under the radar. I think every club would be happy if they're performing well to be sliding under there.
They would be happy to fly under the radar, but I think they probably could do with a bit more credit. We could give them a bit more credit from week to week. Maddie Salmon is still absolutely phenomenal for her age. I think she shot 30-odd goals again on the weekend, and a standout performer.
Yeah, it's great to see these young guns of City being able to produce as well. And Annie McCartan, she's got to be one of the best coaches in this comp.
Oh, she's a wizard, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and she's one of the best off the court as well. She's an absolute delight to work with. Sebas kept their finals hopes alive with a big win over Melton, a game that they needed to win.
Yeah, it certainly was a game that they needed to win. They've got a couple of wins together in the middle stage of the season, and they have made their way into the top six, so certainly in finals contention, but they need to keep winning those winnable games to make sure their finals hopes are alive.
And this competition has shown that anyone can beat anyone on any given day, and Melton South, after beating East Point the other week, they fell at the hands of Ballarat.
Yeah, they did. And Ballarat have got a really good team together at the minute. They've shown a lot of improvement across the board. So not hugely surprised that they took the points in this one. Sinead Cunningham was outstanding, and so was Alan Wirt. So good to see those, well, I say youngish, but they're pretty experienced at senior level now, players coming to the fore when they need to.
And as we talk up this week, it is Ballarat that do have the bye. Now, based on results, they'll go on to equal points with Sebas, whether they win, lose or draw, and significant percentage separating the two. But that's the first game that we'll look at. Sebas do take on Bacchus Marsh. This is a danger game for Sebas, where they really need to win. They can't afford to lose this one.
They can't afford to lose, but I think it's as much a danger game for Bacchus Marsh as it is Sebastopol. Both teams will be hunting that win. If Bacchus Marsh get the win, they obviously stay in touch with that group that we talk about at the top of the ladder, but Sebastopol will close that gap a little bit further. So it's a must-win game for both clubs. I think Sebas will probably be the hungrier of the two, and I think Sebas might get the job done. Yeah,
I mean, we talk about what happened on the weekend with Bacchus Marsh beating Lake Windaree, and Lake Windaree went into that game as favourites, and Bacchus Marsh just had that little bit of hunger. So this could be a bit of roles reversed. They're now the hunted, and Sebas will be keen to just push forward and win that game.
Yeah, I reckon they might.
Now, speaking of Lake Wendouree, they do take on the Sunbury Lions, and this is going to be a dangerous game for the Lions because I think the Lakers, they'll be stung by that loss on the weekend, and we know Sunbury, they won the close one. How do you see this one will be pan out?
I think probably Sunbury are too strong across the board for Lake Wendouree. They've got more experience, and their defenders also have a lot of experience. They're very physical, the Sunbury defenders, and I think that might be a tough ask for the young attacking lineup at Lake Wendouree.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think the margin will be a little bit closer at the end of the day. East Point and Darley, East Point, they won't be too dissatisfied with that loss on the weekend. I think it'll be business as usual for them, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be business as usual. They will bounce back, though. All good clubs bounce back. So probably a scary thought for Darley facing East Point on the back of a loss, but I think East Point will get the job done comfortably.
Darley they'll be competitive. There's no doubt about it. I think they've competed against some of the stronger sides in the comps. They haven't when they've lost. They haven't lost badly this year.
Yeah, they certainly aren't disgraced when they go out week to week basis, which is great for the club. We've commented on their off-field battles a little bit this season, and they have certainly been in the press this week, and they'll be wanting to put their best foot forward this weekend. Absolutely.
North Ballarat City travel away to Melton.
Yeah, once again, North Ballarat City will probably be too strong for Melton. Melton have had a bit of a tough run the last couple of weeks and probably a bit of percentage boosting for their opposition, but Melton are doing a lot of things right. They weren't disgraced on the weekend. They were competitive across the four quarters, and I think they will be competitive again, but North City too strong.
Yep, I agree with you on that one there. And the final game, which I think can go either way, we've got Redan playing host to Melton South.
Yeah, I think Melton South might be too strong for that one. Redan just have showed that they're a bit all over the place at the minute. They're missing some strong mid-court and link-up players. We've obviously got Ash Smith and Ruby Parry in goals. And just lacking that drive through the mid-court. So I think Melton South might get the job done on that one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go. The last few weeks have sort of been a bit up and down South. So I think I get on Redan's bandwagon a little bit. I think they've got that potential, and at home they should win this one. And lastly, you've got a big trip coming up on Friday, which is pretty exciting. You've got a good group of talented girls. You're going up to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, it'll be nice to get some warm weather, get out of Ballarat in the freezing cold and head up onto the Gold Coast for 8 nights with some of the BFNL girls. It was originally a BFNL trip, and it's now been open to a couple of other interleague players from other leagues. So it'll be good to see the girls gel together, and hopefully we can get a couple of wins. It's a busy schedule for the girls. We've got 6 games on the Saturday, and we've got another 4 games on the Monday. So they'll be certainly well worked while they're up there. So Chris Bandale from Maryborough Castlemaine will coach those girls, and hopefully it's a good weekend.
Yeah, well, it will be sensational. Unfortunately, we won't have your company next week, but no doubt you guys will be up there doing representing the region very, very proudly. Thanks to McDonald's. Thanks for you jumping on board this week, Grace, and we look forward to catching up with you in return, hopefully to talk up a few big wins and a few positive results.
Sounds good. Thanks, Yeendy.
Welcome to a super sensational round of BFNL football. Damn it.